Hey, it's Desiree Stafford. Welcome to today's Scope, where we're going to be talking about how to make your marketing work for you. All right, here we go. Happy to see you. So I'm Desiree Stafford. I'm a coach, I'm a consultant, and I help coaches, consultants, and service providers add $10,000 to their monthly income. So today I want to talk to you about how to make your marketing work for you. Because obviously you need to market in order to get clients, in order to make money in your business consistently. And what I see is that so many people get frustrated with marketing. Trust me, I was frustrated with marketing for a very long time. But I've been in the online space for going on 3 years, and I've learned to actually enjoy marketing. Because to me, marketing is really about getting your message out there to the people who need your work, right? And what could be better than that? If you truly enjoy what you do, if you truly enjoy, coaching your clients, if you enjoy being a consultant, if you enjoy providing some other service that can change someone's life, can change someone's business, their relationships, or however it is that you support your clients, then what wouldn't you love about telling people how you can help them, right? And that's really what marketing is about. So I want to tell you how to make it work for you, because when it doesn't work for you, it sucks. It feels like you're pouring your time and your energy into something that's just not producing any result. You're not getting the clients that you need consistently. You're not making money consistently. And that can be frustrating, right? Especially when you care so much, especially when you know you're really good at what you do and you're still not seeing the result. Maybe you've even invested in marketing training programs or coaching programs and still not getting the result. Thanks for the hearts, by the way. All of that's frustrating. So what do you do? There we go. What do you do so that it can actually work for you, so that the time and energy that you put in to marketing your business actually gets you results, actually gets you the clients and the income? That's what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to look at my notes because I have a couple of tips that I want to share with you. The first tip is super obvious. It's to be consistent. Who doesn't know that, right? The challenge is when you're doing things that don't feel like they're working, it's hard to be consistent. It's hard not to let doubt creep in, not to let frustration kind of, pull you out of the game and let you start half-assing it. But you want to find a way for yourself to not do that. You want to find a way to be consistent in the messaging that you're putting out, that you're showing up every day in some way, shape, or form, so that people get to see you, they get to know, like, and trust you. You're being visible. That's super important. So you're going to have to find a way to do that. Okay. And that, you have to figure out within yourself, what your strongest desire is for you to then be able to show up consistently every day. Maybe that, is going to require you to get some support. It could be something that you can do on your own, like finding that internal motivation. And it could be something that you do with the help of a coach, a consultant, even a mastermind, partners, or a business BFF, somebody who's going to help you keep your head in the game so that you continue to show up every single day in some way, shape, or form. Maybe it's a matter of scheduling your post, right? So that even when you don't feel like showing up online, you have, posts going out and keeping you visible during those moments where you can't be online, or you choose not to be online, or whatever, right? So being consistent is number one, okay? The second thing is, it's super important, super critical, is that you use the words of your ideal clients. I cannot stress this to you enough. So often when I speak to someone and they're struggling to attract their clients, they have these ideas in their mind about what the pain point is that their client is struggling with, but they're talking about it in a way that their clients wouldn't describe it, right? They're using their words because they have a different level of understanding about what the client's pain is. And trust me, I made this mistake unbelievably for so long, and I pride myself on effective communication, and I sucked at this. I kept using my words instead of my client's words, and that was a big disconnect. You want to use their words. When someone hears you describe their pain in a way that, or you articulate their pain in a way that they can't even really articulate it the same way, right? The minute they hear you say it, they think that you automatically have the solution. So when you use their words, it creates a sense of resonance, right? It makes them feel like you're in their head. You're reading their mind, right? So you want to use their words in your marketing, okay? How do you do that? How do you figure out what their words are? Well, there's a couple of tips. My favorite tip of all time is to go to your testimonials. I just did that the other day with a post and I got a new client out of that post, right? Because I went to my testimonials and I looked at what the words were that my previous client had used to describe the pain that they were in, to describe the situation that they were in before they hired me. And from that, I created a post writing to my new potential clients, and I got a client out of that post. It was really simple. It took me less than an hour's worth of work, right? You can do the same thing. When you use your client's words, when you tell them their story, when you describe their pain and their aspirations, what they want instead, using their words, they immediately feel a sense of connection with you. They start to trust you. They start to assume that you have the solution, and it's much easier for them to become a client of yours. Okay. The second thing is, if you don't have testimonials to go to right away, do a survey, right? Whoever you think your ideal client is, do a survey, right? Go to your list and put out a survey of questions, asking them what's their biggest challenge, what's their number one pain point right now, and make sure it's open-ended so that they can describe to you in their words what their pains are, what their challenges are, what their frustrations are. Cool? And if you don't have a list, take it to social media. Do a survey there and say, listen, I'm looking for this type of person. Would you be willing to do this survey? And if you offer a survey and people take you up on it, it's nice that you offer them something on the back end as thank you for their time. And here's a trick. On the back end, what I would recommend, if you're going to offer something, make it something that positions you as an expert. So maybe it's a free report that you've created, or a video series or a webinar, something like that, right? Or I should say, if you don't want to give them a free tangible gift, what you could give them, and I love this one, is offering them a discovery session or a strategy session or an assessment. Basically, offering them an opportunity to get on the phone with you so you can properly diagnose their problem, and that could become a potential client for you as well. Cool? All right. So what else? Oh, scan other people's posts. I don't do this much anymore, but I did in the beginning when I didn't have a lot of my own clients and I didn't have the testimonials. And, sometimes I did, thank you. Sometimes I did the surveys and I wasn't sure that I was getting the right results or whatever. Just to kind of mix it up, I would go and I would scan other people's posts and see how people were describing the problems that they were in. That's kind of hit or miss because you never know when somebody's really going to be talking about, when your ideal client, let me put it this way, is going to really be talking about what their pain points are, but you could see them. So if you do, make a note of that and use those words. Okay. This is my favorite tip. I like to be efficient. I don't like to waste time. I like things to be simple. So this is my favorite tip. It is to repeat yourself, right? And it probably sounds like, what? What are you talking about? Repeat myself. Here's the deal. I heard an early mentor say this, and I will never forget it. He said that, to be successful in business, it's kind of boring, right? And he said that oftentimes what will happen is we're putting messages out and we get bored with the message because we feel like we've heard it a million times. We've said the same thing over and over again. And what he said was, by the time you get bored, that's when people start paying attention. And it's true. It typically takes someone 7 to 8 interactions with your message before they even pay attention. So you want to repeat yourself. You want to be talking about the same things over and over and over again so that people know what it is that you do. What you don't want to do is constantly switch up your message, constantly switch up who you're speaking to and what you're about. That's going to confuse the marketplace, and that's not what you want to do. What you want to do is get people to know you for who you are and for how you serve your clients. If you have paid attention to any of my trainings before, if you've ever been a part of my trainings or you find my posts online, you'll notice that I often say or often recommend that you choose one person, so one ideal client, one problem, and one solution. Okay? One person, one problem, one solution. You want to be very specific. You want to be a specialist. You want to go narrow and deep. You want people to know you for one thing. Once you gain traction, once you get momentum, once you have money coming into your business consistently, then you can switch up and start talking about all different kinds of things if you'd like, right? So typically what I do and how I advise my clients is that all of your messaging should be around the one problem that your ideal client has and also your solution, right? So typically, for example, I'm a business coach and, I specialize in helping my clients attract clients and make more money in their business. So a lot of the posts that you'll see me do, or a lot of the scopes or trainings that I do, are about attracting clients. It's about making money consistently. Those are the two main topics. And then the third topic really is typically something to do with fear, like overcoming fear, putting yourself out there in a bigger way. Being visible is also something that I talk about. And I talk about those few things over and over and over and over again, right? So that people know what I stand for. People know how I can help them, right? I got an email from someone just this week who said she's been wanting to work with me for months. That doesn't happen when you're talking about 100 different things, right? It happens when you're consistent. It happens when you're talking about the same thing over and over and over again so that people can see you, even if they're not reaching out to you right away. People are watching you. They really are. And you want them to start to get to know who you are and what you do and how you help your clients. So as odd as it might sound, you want to repeat yourself. Cool? All right. So those are the tips that I have for you to make your marketing work for you. The first one is be consistent. Show up, be visible every single day, no matter what. And I suggested that if, there are times when you can't be available, then maybe get a social media planning, what do they call it? I forget what it's called. It's like a social media planning software where you can schedule your posts to go out when you're not available. Try that, right? Like a Hootsuite or something, or a Buffer. The second tip is to use your prospects' words. Use the words that they use to describe the pain that they're in, to describe what they want instead, all right? So that's going to be able to help them connect with you, create a sense of resonance, all right? And then the third tip is to repeat yourself. Talk about the same things over and over and over again so that people get to know you. They get to know what you stand for. They get to understand how you help your clients. Cool? All right. So I hope that the tips that I shared with you today have been helpful to you. And what I also want to do is extend an invitation for you to sign up for a free training that I have. It's called, what's it called? It's called How to Attract 2 Clients This Week. And you can find it at DesireeStafford.com/clients this week. Again, you can find it at DesireeStafford.com/clients this week. It's a free webinar. Go there, sign yourself up, and you'll learn my actual system that I share with my clients to help them bring clients in the door very quickly. Cool? All right. So until we speak again, I hope you're up to big, bold things in your life and in your business. And I also hope that you are stepping up and being the woman you were born to be. Until next time, take care.